Good morning. Hi, this is Travis from National Weather Service, and this is your weather hazard briefing for Sunday, May 28th. We'll continue to see showers and thunderstorms today, but not near as widespread as the last several days, and not even as much as yesterday. Are looking for warm temperatures to come back. We are looking for decreased rain chances even more tomorrow, but that will change as we go. Later in the week, we'll get a good chances of showers and thunderstorms again as we go back into mid next week into the weekend. We're currently, the satellite imagery, we have just a weak low in northern Idaho, kind of remnants of the upper level low that gave us so much rain and showers. So that will help bring showers and thunderstorms across the central mountains, particularly the northern central mountains and the Montana Divide, and then we have a low in California. It's continued to bring moisture and instability across our southern areas, and that'll be our best areas for showers and thunderstorms today. Not looking for much in the Snake Plain today. Again, we say an increase of showers and thunderstorms more widespread as we get into particularly Wednesday, and that continues into the weekend. We're still looking at snow melt, particularly the Bear River is going to stay in flood for quite a while, as well as the Big Lost. It's actually dropped below flood stage, but then we'll go back into it later. Next, looks like probably not till June 6th, but still some inaction stage and still very elevated snow melt. And the Big Wood has dropped some out of moderate stage, but is looking to go back into it with showers and thunderstorms, particularly with warmer temperatures as we go into the next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. Our temperatures today will be normal. They've been several degrees below normal the last couple of days. Our rainfall amounts will be normally, mainly in the mountains, our highlighted areas across the Montana Divide here, southeast highlands, and then along the Utah border, particularly in our southwest areas. It corresponds well to these probability of a wetting rain of a 1/10 inch or more. And then we're not in an excessive rainfall outlook. It's the first time in several days, and not looking to be on one tomorrow either, and we're not highlighted an extreme forecast index either for precip, high amounts of precip either. Just in a general thunderstorm outlook, and will be for multiple days for our whole area. Just remind people to be cautious in the outdoors around thunderstorms and lightning, and then just when you're camping, be careful of the elevated flows, particularly watching pets and children. Here's our best areas for thunderstorms, again in the southeast highlands and extreme southwest areas today, and then that corresponds fairly well to our best shear and Cape's around 500, 500 to 600, and Shear's for around 15 knots. And then again on our 0.5 inch of the probability of getting 0.5 inch in 6 hours, again in the southwest areas and southeast highlands and up by Montana Divide, that's about 30 to 40% chance. Our temperatures do warm up as we go into Monday, and our precip's chances decrease, particularly in our northern areas. But you see our, some good thunderstorms potential, particularly along the southern highlands and the southeast highlands. Still no ER, as I mentioned. And then here's our, again, corresponds well to the outlook for the best thunderstorm chances. And then your Cape on Monday, and actually a little bit better. We'll probably clear out a little bit earlier Monday. That'll allow for a little bit stronger Cape and lift. And then your shear is still around 15, maybe 20 in some areas, particularly in our southwest corner. And that, again, the 0.5 inch probability in 6 hours, the best is along the southwest areas and southeast highlands. And then our temperatures rise even more on Tuesday as we get southerly flow out of the next system and then stay quite elevated, several degrees above normal, and more widespread on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we do start to drop in your temperatures due to the amount of precip in the afternoon cloud cover. And you see that again, particularly on Friday. And then here's your overall 7-day QPF. Still looking at pretty good amounts, particularly in the mountains, near an inch for a whole 7 days. But you can see the Snake Plain's not getting too much. But these upper level ones, particularly in the central mountains, will impact the Big Lost and the Big Wood rivers. And this down here will impact the Bear River. That's already going quite strongly. And none of these have changed as far as our watches, advisories, and warnings. May see a little bit of change as we go into Monday, Tuesday, but for now, will probably remain the same. I'll show you each of these gauges now. Again, just a reminder, this is where off of our webpage you can actually get the forecast and current gauges to see where the rivers are. And so right now the Big Lost River at Howell is dropped into action stage and will likely stay that way. Now it looks like till June 6th, until it goes back into probably minor flood. There's still plenty of snow. Lost Wood Divide Snowtail for the melt out. As we go into Antelope Creek, Smiley Mountain still has over like 35 inches, so it may decrease into action stage today or tomorrow, but it will go back quickly due to just the amount of snow and the warmer temperatures. We'll get that upper level snow near Smiley Mountain off. Here's the Blackfoot River near the Blackfoot Reservoir. Likely drop out of action stage the next couple days, and when it does so, we'll probably drop that advisory. And here's the Bear River. Still lots of snow available. Will likely stay going into the minor flood for all the way through the first week of June. You can see the forecast doesn't have much change through June 1st. And then here Raft River, it's been aided by a lot of precip each afternoon. As the precip's dropping off the next couple of days, likely this will drop below action stage. And then the Portneuf River at Topaz on a slight decline, just as the snow is running. There's still snow at the higher levels, but less of it. And then you see we kind of peaked yesterday, and then after the next day or two, looking to drop off gradually, but as we go into next weekend, likely go into minor flood stage. And then this is the gauge below the one in Pocatello. And then here's the North Fork of the Big Wood River. It's now below action stage and is looking to go back into action stage, maybe tapping minor depending on how much precip as we go into the weekend. Again, those warmer temperatures will help that. And then here's the East Fork. All these side tributaries are either action stage or just below it, but will increase back as we go later into this week with the warmer temperatures and in particular with the precip by end of the week. All these side ones are fairly the same where they are now. Again, they're just in action stage and looking to go back up later in the week. And you can see that corresponds well in the Big Wood River at Hailey. It'll be oscillating between moderate stage and minor. And then as you go into later the week with precip chances and that warmer temperatures really peak on Wednesday, see a response there on Thursday, and potentially stay elevated. Again, all from this point forward will really depend on how much precip happens. And then you can see it in the HEFS. They're saying right now on June 3rd is your chance of the worst peak. But you can see in the actual forecast from the RFC, they have that on the 1st and 2nd, again, right after the warm up, but depending on how much precip, it could go higher, but it still looks like a 23% chance of hitting an all-time record. But as we go into it will all play out by this weekend as far as the max peak of how high that's going to be for this year. Again, we are going to see showers and thunderstorms for foreseeable future, although today and tomorrow will be overall very light just in the mountains, and then a warming trend as we go into early next week, which will really get the rivers going again. And that concludes the brief. If you have any questions, give us a call at this number. Thanks.